Imagine leaving your house and this is the first thing you see. Count me out. Did you motherfuckers hear what Elon Musk's father said on CNN?
You see, if you take South Africa, we have a small white population that projects European culture, or what we learned from Europe.
And oppressed millions of black people.
No.
For decades.
How do you oppress? We gave them work. We fed them. They grew from a tiny little group into a massive group. That's not oppression. That's feeding them. We fed them, for crying out loud. You know, enough with this nonsense.
But so you understand, because the black population was so oppressed under apartheid.
Well, we never saw this oppression you're talking about.
You never saw it.
No, I never saw it.
Yeah, because you're white.
So now you can understand where his hate for black people come from. Like father, like son. The fact that he went on CNN and said that and act like nothing was wrong. That's probably how most of you motherfuckers from that age group actually feel. People like this is the reason why racism still exists. It's not just in this country, it's all around the world. Birds of a feather flock together. Why you think Elon and Trump was so cool? But people to still think like this in this day and age is insane. So in Traverse City, at the local Walmart, a man in broad daylight is going around stabbing people? Thank God for good Samaritans, because if he didn't approach him, this situation could have been worse. Shit crazy, man. He over there leaking and shit. Yeah, you see it, he got that. Now, 11 victims were stabbed. 6 men, 5 women. 3 of those people required surgery. Now, the police do have a 42-year-old man in custody. Now, as of right now, his motive is unclear of why he went to a Walmart with a pocket knife and just started stabbing up people. Like, I seriously hope they throw the book at this motherfucker. How many of y'all was confused the other day when J.D. Vance said this? Listen to this.
What we're most excited about as Americans, the Iranians have agreed to invite IAEA inspectors back into their country. That is a major milestone for the American people and the first step in permanently denuclearizing, or permanently ending a nuclear weapons program in Iran.
For decades, inspectors will have access to Iran's entire nuclear supply chain, from the uranium mines and mills where they get raw materials to the centrifuge production facilities where they make machines to enrich it. And under the terms of the deal, inspectors will have the permanent ability to inspect any suspicious sites in Iran.
Now, maybe I'm wrong, but it sounds like J.D. Vance tried to take credit for something Obama had already did. Which means if it wasn't for the Trump administration ending the deal, then those people would have still been there. Which means you would have knew if they had nuclear materials or not. Which means a war would have never even had to happen. Which means bombs would have never had to been used. My bad, I'm doing it again. Count me out. Trump got a message to everybody. Well, I really think it's directed to MAGA, but take a look.
Get ready, everybody, because on Wednesday, the 24th,
that's tomorrow.
2 days, right away, we're going to have the biggest rally we've ever had. It's going to be on the National Mall. It's our music, our playlist. We don't have a lot of people boring you with songs that you don't want to hear. We have the hottest people, the hottest everything. It's going to be one of the best rallies we've ever done. Again, it's 7 o'clock, the 24th, which is Wednesday, and it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be essentially a rally, but we'll call it a rally to America. We're honoring the 250th, and it's going to be something very, very special. You're going to love it. We're going to all have a lot of fun together. Thank you very much.
So I'm assuming a lot of people are going to be tuning in to watch this right here. He talking about it's going to be great performers. I can't wait to see. Let me guess, the lineup going to be Kid Rock and Vanilla Ice. Who don't want to see Ice, Ice, baby? I'm just saying, I don't know what the roster going to be, but how they been looking before, shit, it can't get no better. My bad, I'm doing it again. Count me out. Old Donnie Boy is doubling down saying vandals did this to the reflection pool. It wasn't because he got people that wasn't experienced.
Reflecting pool, are they to blame for the current condition, or is it the vandals?
We had vandalism. No, vandals. You know, we have 100, and we have a I think 290, 300-foot slit right through it. Probably a box cutter or a knife of some kind.
Basically what he's saying is someone took something and went from one side of the pool to the other, and nobody caught this on video.
Well, we had people lifting up the basic, some of the, but it's not a lot of damage, but we'll probably have to let the water out and refix it.
So in other words, it sounds like more American taxpayer dollars gonna be spent to fix this shit. Who bright idea was this to try to renovate the pool? It's a shame they got 10 people arrested claiming that they vandalized this pool. They also carried algae with them in their bags, and dumped it in the pool. But you wanna know what's sad? Some of y'all out here actually believe him. Y'all believe in the shit that's coming out of this man's mouth. My bad, I'm doing it again. Count me out. It's a shame that reporters in UK can see this shit, but MAGA can't. He told no lie, and if he did, call it out.
Of course, Trump will spin this as a massive success because he's got form in declaring he's won when clearly he hasn't. But this war was a success in the same way that paying $14 million to have large chunks of blue paint floating in an algae-infested reflecting pool was money well spent. The truth is, the United States has rarely looked weaker and Iran has rarely looked stronger, having now worked out that if anyone doesn't do exactly what they want them to, they'll just close the Strait of Hormuz and they've got the whole world by the ball bags.
The Journalist Award goes to Jonathan Pye.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
I mean, think about it. This war has caused oil to rise. The Strait of Hormuz has been closed and they finally opened it just to close it again. Iran controls that strait. The Obama deal gave them $1.7 billion. Trump's deal gives them up to $300 billion. 300 billion reasons why they won this war. My bad. Count me out. I say the worst thing that can happen to you is getting arrested for not paying child support, and then they tell all your business while it's being recorded.
Faison Love is living a hard life. His royalty checks from Elf are generally over $10,000, but that's what he lives on for the entire year. His car is from 1999, and he's had to live in it for a month at a time. Here he is in court today as he faced charges of contempt. He sat in a wheelchair as he explained to a judge that he has so little income, there's no way to pay child support to a woman who lives in Tampa.
And don't let 50 Cent get the information, because we all know he a petty motherfucker. It's just a shame that they will put all your business out there in the open. All this money this man done made from movies and shit, and you ain't got no money? The only royalties that you have is from Elf? I kinda almost feel bad for this guy. But inquiring minds wanna know, did they do him bogus? How they put that man business out there for the world to know that he can't pay his baby mama and shit? My bad, I'm doing it again. Count me out. Now this is the difference between class and trash. All week, Donald Trump has mentioned Barack Obama's name, but Obama didn't mention his name once.
We lose faith in each other when we stop believing that voting matters, that citizenship matters, that our collective voices matter, that how we treat each other no longer matters.
Preach.
And we give away our power to decide our own futures. We open the door to the most ruthless, or the most careless, or the most fearful among us. See some groups and some people as more equal than others.
See how the sun went dim when he said that shit?
And see government as nothing more than a way to divvy up the spoils and punish enemies and keep those who are different in their place.
Unfortunately, this world will never see another president like Barack Obama. And we all know that the American people loved him when he was in office. It's crazy that another president can be jealous of another president, when all you gotta do is do your job and the American people will like your ass. But we all know he didn't become president for the second time for the American people. My bad, I'm doing it again, ain't I? Count me out. After this UFC fighter said what he said about Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America?
How Donald Trump is receiving backlash and people are asking him to denounce this fighter. They're even claiming that Donald Trump cracked a half smile when that UFC fighter said what he said. You are the president of the United States. This is what he chose to do in celebration of America's 250th anniversary. Even the 4,000 people that was in attendance, half of them didn't agree with what he said. It makes you wonder, did Doze and Donnie put him up to this? Because it was definitely racism and sexism showed on that stage. I guess you gotta ask yourself, how does she come back from that?
Very clear, strong men, men who are truly role models, don't need to put down women to make themselves feel powerful. People who are truly strong lift others up. People who are truly powerful bring others together.
This video right here is the main reason why the Anthony family is appealing his case. Listen to this.
Either 2 minutes before the stabbing or 11 minutes before. So I chose 11 minutes. From the moment she pressed play, Carmelo Anthony was already sitting up underneath that canopy. And he was sitting there for at least 8 to 9.5 minutes. You see, well, I saw a boy in a black hoodie go over to him first, and then they left out of the tent, and then you see coming across the field was another 6 boys. When they got to the bleachers, one, he went out of frame, and the other one sat at the bottom. But the remaining 4, they went directly to Carmelo Anthony, and like T said before, it was a brief conversation, and then all you see is commotion. Carmelo, in the midst of them assaulting him, you can see Carmelo trying to back out, but he gets pulled back forward. The next thing you see is Carmelo, he comes shooting out the back, but he's still not standing. And he had to like kind of crab crawl backwards, and he had to like jerk away from them because they still had him holding his hoodie. He goes up a couple bleachers, and he's looking around for which way to go. He runs diagonally down the bleachers, and then he falls. At the time of him falling, that's when I noticed another 3 boys coming down the bleachers chasing after him. But once Carmelo got up, he took off. You didn't see him for the rest of the video. At no point in that video do you see Hunter holding his brother. At no point in that video do you see those boys ever going back to the tent and sitting down. That was all a lie. And I also have questions. I don't know how the defense did not play that video. Because when you see that video, it was self-defense.
I say again, this is the main reason why the Anthony family is appealing his trial. What was up with the defense lawyer? Why wouldn't you use some evidence like that? Why not use this video if what she's saying is true, shows clear self-defense? See, I knew it was something fishy, and I knew all the information couldn't have been presented, but I'm definitely gonna stay tuned to this story to see exactly how this outcome changes, because I know it will. And as always, count me out. Iran fired missiles at U.S. ships yesterday, and Donald Trump says this today.
I can't say this. Iran wants to make a deal.
But y'all let me know if this looks like they want to make a deal. So why did Iran shoot missiles at U.S. vessels, you say? Probably because the U.S. military claimed they destroyed 6 Iranian small boats. Probably wasn't a good idea for Donald Trump to have the Navy escort stranded vessels through the Strait of Hormuz, calling it Project Freedom. Meanwhile, Iran's Revolutionary Guards warned vessels on Tuesday to stick to the corridors it had set or face a decisive response. Stop trying to fool the American people. They don't want to make no damn deal. As always, count me out. There's been 114 mass shootings this year alone. Meanwhile, there's been another mass shooting in Louisiana. Jamar Elkins unalived 8 children ranging from ages 1 through 14.
Right now, we have at least 10 individuals that were struck by gunfire last night in a domestic disturbance. 8 of these individuals are deceased. The ranges of the decedents are from 1 year of age to approximately 14 years of age. All of the deceased in this case are juvenile. The individual responsible, once leaving this scene, performed a carjacking right here in close proximity, at which point in time, Shreveport Police Patrol officers got behind that vehicle and they chased it. The vehicle was chased into Bossier Parish, and at which point in time, Shreveport police officers did discharge their firearm, and that individual is deceased.
What could possibly be going through a motherfucker's mind to make them unalive 8 innocent children? I don't think y'all heard me. What could possibly make a motherfucker unalive 8 innocent children? To read about and hear about this story, it just grinds my gears because this is the world that we're living in now. Like if you wanted to take yourself out, by all means, but why involve 8 innocent children? My thoughts and my prayers go out to everyone affected by this terrible tragedy. When they uncover more information about this story, I'll let y'all know. Oh, Erica Kirk is mad because y'all fucking with her. Oh, you think I'm lying? Take a look at this.
Every morning I wake up to a new headline lying about me. I have comedians dressing up in whiteface. I have people saying I'm not fit to be CEO. And I have Candace Owens claiming I murdered my husband. And the list goes on and on and on.
But did y'all see that look in her face? That's how she look every time she wake up in the morning. She gotta be pee. Like I almost feel bad for her. All the shit she's been through in this past year. But how do y'all feel about this situation? Inquiring minds wanna know. I will say this, at the rate that the internet is going, she may not make it. She might fuck around and blow a head gasket. Well, Donnie boy ain't gonna be able to say that ass. I'm just wondering, who's gonna fuck with her now? My bad. I'm doing it again, ain't I? Count me out.